So, June is on its way. Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. June's coming. It's time for Read Your E-Reader. I've been waiting for this, looking forward to this, because I feel like my Kindle gets neglected sometimes, and this is a good way to get back into that. Raul over at Latin Lector and I started this so many years ago. I don't even remember when it was now. And we had a pretty good turnout. Well, I wanted to bring that back and see if we get as many people to join in as we did then. And the point of this is for all of us to just read our ebooks. Just pull out your Kindles, your Nooks, your computer, your phones, what have you, and let's not neglect them anymore. And let's do a month of reading ebooks. That is the point of this challenge of Read Your E-Reader. So today I'm going to tell you the prompts again, and also what I chose to read for each of these prompts. And also remember, you can use one book for several prompts. You don't have to have 10 different books. You can choose one book to cover 3 prompts, 4 prompts, 2 prompts, whatever, however you want to do it. You don't have to have 10 books. So we have 10 prompts. So let's get into that, all right? So the very first one was Beachy Read. And for this I chose The House on Firefly Beach by Jenny Hale. If you guys remember, last month or the month before, I read Summer at Firefly Beach. That was the one where our main character had a bucket list that she made when she was 12. And her Aunt Clara has a beach house on Firefly Beach. And she passes away, and in order for her to get her inheritance, she has to complete her bucket list. And it was a really cute story. There was a couple love interests in it, nothing over the top, and it was a pretty decent read. So I figured I would read The House on Firefly Beach for a beachy read, and that is book number 2 to the series. I believe it follows different characters, though. Okay, number 2 was the first book of a series, and I chose The Tanglewood Tea Shop, which is kind of like a contemporary, funny romance. It's like a rom-com, I'm guessing. I didn't read too much about what it was about, so I just know that it's like a romantic comedy. And that one is by Lilac Mills, is her name. Number 3 is the second book of a series, which I'm going to choose The House on Firefly Beach by Jenny Hale to cover that one. Number 4 was a book with summer in the title. As I mentioned before, you guys can look up lists and they can give you plenty of books with summer in the title. I chose One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I read in 5 years, and I did really enjoy that one, so I'm thinking I'll probably really enjoy this one. Number 5 was a book with flowers on the cover. Again, I'm choosing The Tanglewood Tea Shop because there are flowers across the top, so that one works for that. Number 6, a book that is blue, coral, or yellow. And for that one, I chose, again, The House on Firefly Beach, because, as you can see, the cover is pretty much all those colors. Number 7 was a book with the sun. This one was a little more difficult, so I just chose something that looked kind of bright. And I chose About Tomorrow. This is by Abby Glines. Again, I don't know anything about this book. I was downloading several Abby Glines books because I really enjoyed Just For Now, so I figured I would get a few more on my Kindle, and that's the one I chose for that. And then number 8, a book with water on the cover, and again, The House on Firefly Beach by Jenny Hale. hey, if I can use one book for many prompts, I'm going to do it. And then number 9 was a book you would not normally read. We had a guilty pleasure read for this. And like I said before, I don't think there really is any guilty pleasure reads anymore because everybody reads everything. And I read a lot of different books now too. So a book that I would not normally read, I discovered this book actually from Michaela over at Michaela Eve. And she was talking about this series of book. And this one is Riot House. And it looked a little interesting to me, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna download that book and I'm gonna read that. It's by Callie Hart, and it looks like it's gonna be along the dark line. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I would normally pick this book up to read it, so that was why I chose that one. Thank you, Michaela, for offering those books up on your channel. And then number 10 is a travel book. And I chose All the Salt in the Sea by Tammy L. Harrow. For this book, for this travel book, it could be time travel even. If you want to read a time travel book, or it's just, you know, traveling across the country or state lines or whatever. Anything that's traveling, you can use for number 10. So I chose All the Salt in the Sea by Tammy L. Harrow. And that is my TBR for Read Your E-Reader. And I look forward to seeing any of you who are doing a TBR for this challenge. It should be a lot of fun. So when June hits, pull out your e-readers and let's get going on some ebooks, because I'm really looking forward to this. I think I actually ended up with like 6 books to read for Read Your E-Reader, because they can, as you know, the house on Firefly Beach covers many of the prompts on here. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got 6 books that I'm going to be reading for this. And yeah, so when you guys get yours, your TBR set up, let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.